He seemed very confident, and rightly so, because it did really seem that he had the support of many of the French-speaking countries across Africa. But it seems that after 3 rounds of voting, he was in the lead, but under the rules and regulations of the African Union, in the 4th round he had to get 2/3 of the vote, which he failed to do. So the situation is right now that the deputy chairperson, Erastus Wensher from Kenya, will temporarily take over the role of the chairperson until there is a new election in July. Now, this is still unofficial. We understand there have been negotiations between Zuma and Ping, possibly for one of them to stand aside and to go for this voting process again. But it does seem at the moment that we're seeing that that is not possible, and that the Kenyans will be taking over the chairmanship of the African Union for now.
Nazanine, just to explain to us what exactly the significance of this is. I mean, what role does the African Union play in a practical sense? And will the member states at local level really be too concerned about this, head of the Commission?
Well, I think if you speak to member states here, more than 50 of them, and the heads of states who have come, some of Africa's biggest leaders, they will tell you the African Union is extremely important. It has a role to play on the world stage. It has been criticised for being late and making rather strange decisions sometimes on Côte d'Ivoire, for example, also on Libya, where they put forward a roadmap which was then sidelined by NATO and the Arab League, and also responding quite late to the famine in Somalia, Ethiopia and Kenya as well. They will say they don't have the resources the UN has, but their chairman is as important to them as Ban Ki-moon is to the United Nations. So you have to balance these things. There are a lot of critics of the African Union who say that there's a lot more they could be doing right now to deal with various situations. They say they are helping with negotiations, for example, on Sudan, on Somalia, but it really depends on who you speak to here and what kind of opinion you get on the African Union.
All right, Nazanine Moshiri in Addis Ababa. Thanks, Nazanine.